This is Gary Atensi with CNTV, and today we're in Aurora, Colorado. I'm here at Legacy Roofing and Construction. Since 2010, this family-owned and operated company has been serving Denver, the Denver metro area, all the way from Fort Collins down to Colorado Springs. I'm here with Kaylin, who is the owner. Thanks so much for joining us here today. I mean, let's start off a little bit about yourself. Take me back to how this got started for you, how you got involved in the roofing business.
Well, of course, I had plenty of years of experience with previous competitors. I was always an outside salesman working with insurance adjusters, insurance companies, as far as analyzing the claim, what should be and should not be approved during the claims process. And I eventually broke out on my own April 2010, which has been a family-owned and operated company ever since. And we take very much pride in all of our customers that we work with. We get the hands-on. I'm on every roof. So
let me ask you this. I mean, quite honestly, our house is probably the largest investment most of us will make in our lifetime. Yet the one thing that is protecting that investment, if you will, is our roof. Why is it important for people to seek out a professional in this industry? And it's definitely probably not your best do-it-yourself project.
Absolutely not. I mean, a lot of homeowners don't go out and buy a new roof every weekend. It's a once-in-a-lifetime deal. It is a big-ticket item, so you want to make sure that you have a professional that does this every day on your side to work on your behalf with the insurance company. Everybody does not get their roof replaced unless it is an insurance claim. I would say 99% of the time, anyway. And you know, insurance companies, they're great, but they're only going to pay for whatever's equal or equivalent to what you have now, less any building codes that have been adopted. So they make you call them out on what should be and should not be a part of the claim.
Let me ask you this. We've got, you're not only protecting your investment, your roof's not only protecting the house and the frame, but it's protecting everything we have in our homes. I mean, I imagine if somebody lets a problem go for a little bit too long, you can have some serious damage here done. Is it important that people basically call the professional right away when they realize they do have damage?
Yes, I think so. It would be best to give us a call first. That way we can come out and analyze the damage. You're not going to see any interior damage, you know, for a good 6 months to even 3 years down the line after the storm date or the hail date, which is why insurance companies pay to replace it right away, because they want to protect everything that's underneath it they're insuring as well. So they want to keep, you know, that loss at a minimum as much as possible, which is why they'll pay to replace it within the first 365 days from that date of loss. The roof is absolutely protecting everything underneath, which is why it's important to get a professional out there right away to analyze the damage. Who knows? I mean, maybe there is no damage, no need to contact the insurance company, which is, we speak their language, we know exactly what they're looking for. So we'll let you know if it's best to contact them and request an adjuster or not.
Okay, one of the things I see here is the fact that, first of all, Colorado. I mean, you live in Colorado, you serve the folks here in Colorado. It's a beautiful state, but let's be honest, the weather can be havoc. We're talking about snow that is heavy on our roofs. We're talking hail the size of golf balls. Is this something your team is pretty experienced to go out and assess damage on?
Yes, it is. We will assess the amount of layers on the roof. When it comes to heavy snow, no Colorado city and county building department now allows more than one layer because of the heavy snow. There's a lot of homes in Denver that have 3-4 layers, even with wood cedar shake underneath all the asphalt shingle, which, I mean, obviously can be a huge weight concern. When we come out, we'll analyze what type of roof, how many layers, if it's steep, whatnot, exactly what needs to be done to bring it to code.
I mean, for the average homeowner to walk out there on the street with their naked eye, they probably can't even see if there is damage. Is it kind of surprising to them when you guys come in and you're able to get up there and find out really what damage there is? And is this something you're able to do for them for free?
It is something that we're able to do for them for free. We'll give a free inspection as well as a free estimate. And a lot of times, you know, looking at a roof from the street, people think, oh, there's nothing wrong with my roof, or I don't have any leaking going on right now. You can't really analyze any granule loss to the shingle unless you're on top of it and you're looking at it closely. And that's why we get up close pictures and take at least 100, 150 pictures per inspection to give the homeowner a good idea of what's going on up there. And we'll also create their own drive file where they can log into reroofcolorado.com and see all their own pictures and get updates on their own claim.
So even if you don't have damage up there, I mean, you guys coming in and doing an assessment like that, it kind of gives you some peace of mind. You can sleep at night. These homeowners know there isn't major damage up there. I mean, when I look, if there is damage and people find it, it kind of puts you in a kind of a panic state. And to add insult or injury, it's kind of overwhelming to deal with the insurance companies. Like you said, you basically have a lot of experience when it comes to claims, knowing what to talk to the insurance people about. Is this something you're able to help the client kind of navigate through and kind of take over overwhelming experience of insurance?
Yes, we do provide that peace of mind that can be frustrating, to deal with the insurance company. I mean, you're thinking your home, everyone is attached to their possession of their home, so they want the best professionals working on their home as well as the best knowledge of how to go about restoring it to its original condition. Not only will you recognize roof damage after a storm, a lot of times you can recognize if it's got damage based off of your elevations of your home. If your front, rear, right elevations have gutter damage, siding damage, paint, windows, window screens. All of that is something that we slow down the adjuster and walk the property with to make sure that all that stuff is included in the original claim.
I mean, let me ask you, if we have, you mentioned earlier that sometimes you won't even find damage. I imagine not all of them need to be replaced. Sometimes they can just be repaired. Is that important that the consumer out there, they align themselves with somebody they can trust, especially in this industry?
Yes, it is very important that you align with someone you can trust. You'll find a lot of roofing contractors, especially from out of town, who are just playing the numbers game. They're calling insurance adjusters on every single roof that they get on top of. But every home is different. The roof on this home may be 5 years old compared to next door may be 15 years old. So the home next door has sustained a lot more damage than the 5-year-old roof. Depending on the class of roof you have, what type of shingles, you're always going to see different damage on different homes. So we make sure to, slow down, keep the customer involved on all steps, and that's why we offer that login process so they can know every single step of the process, exactly what damage is up there. They're always involved with all communications and CC'd on all emails from the inside desk adjuster. With the project manager on your claim, so you'll always be involved and always know what's going on.
Very transparent. I mean, they're basically able to see the whole process, seeing the same thing that you're seeing as well. Obviously, you're working from Fort Collins to Colorado Springs, Denver metro area. Have to be so many different type of roofs out there. Share with me some of the roof types that you're able to go out and help with folks.
Well, we specialize in commercial flat roofs. Anywhere from your EPDMs or your TPOs, your rolled flats, to your modified butamins, and mainly asphalt shingles seems to be the popularity. But there's been, I believe, over 900,000 homes affected from Fort Collins to Colorado Springs in 2019. So there's definitely a lot of roofing going on. Definitely a lot of different types of roofs, and if you haven't upgraded or gotten the opportunity to speak with your agent about a Class 4 impact resistant, that can save you some money as well as replacing your roof system in the future when it does hail again.
Speaking of upgrading, we've spoke a lot about roofs and how functional they are, what they protect, but let's be honest, they beautify your home. I mean, talk about a facelift, the curb appeal that it can give to a home. That's got to be something that people get excited about when they realize they're going to get something probably better than what they had before. Yes,
of course. I mean, the roof does make a huge difference on the, the curb appeal of your home. A lot of these older homes built in the 80s and whatnot still have 3-tab shingles on, which is a 20-year manufacturer's warranty shingle. They no longer manufacture those except for hip and ridge purposes, and everyone's getting upgraded to a dimensional shingle or architectural shingle, which shows kind of a two-tone and gives more of the home a pop, if you will, which we have a cool color series that we always offer a client. And depending on your HOA, that's something you can definitely get approved and put on.
Let me ask you this. When I read the reviews online, I see a lot of folks that are impressed by the quality of the roofs that you're able to do for them, but they're also impressed by the quality of service you're able to provide. How important is it to you to have a team out there that respects the home, cleans up after they're done, basically tries to get the work done on time, on budget? Is that a big piece for you to know that you walk away from a project and able to give your best in that way as well?
Yes, the customer does come first, and we make it a point to make the contact with the customer before they call asking questions. So we always want to be, 2 steps ahead of them as far as the process that they're taking down, with the insurance claim to materials getting loaded to roof crews coming out and tearing off the roof and putting on a new one. Our roofing crews have been doing this for quite some time, are all manufacturer trained and certified. So it is normally just a one-day process with most projects. But yeah, so the client is always involved, always number one when it comes to, and that's where the good reviews come in, is to kind of under promise and over deliver, if you will.
I mean, I see hail here. You name it throughout the year. We've got hail from small little hail up to golf ball size. Are the consumers out there sometimes happy to find out that the insurance will cover it, and sometimes it doesn't really have to be something that they thought it was going to be 100% on them?
They are happy to find out if the insurance company will cover it once damage is found and once we provide the pictures of that storm-related damage. It can get quite frustrating if they have an adjuster that comes out and denies that claim even after we have found storm-related damage. But you do have the right, as a homeowner or a policyholder, to request a reinspection by a different adjuster with a different opinion. Normally, we get 90% positive results from that. I think a lot of homeowners, they just think the insurance company is, too big to take on or too big to fight. And we're not out there duking this thing out with any insurance adjusters just to see who wins. We do have a good relationship with all insurance carriers, which is why we're a preferred contractor with most carriers. And, well, if it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. Again, I mean, from this home compared to right next door, there could be a lot of difference in damage, just depending on what kind of roof you have and whatnot.
Obviously, your expertise is in roofing. That's what we mostly talked about today, but it's roofing and construction. Before I let you go, touch on any of the type of services that you offer to folks out there that maybe they don't know that you have.
We do serve as a general contractor, so anything from the ground up. We mainly specialize in all exterior trades, which would be your roofing, which is what we service the most, gutters, paint, siding, windows, paint, decks, handrails, things like that. We do service all of that as a general contractor, but roofing is our specialty.
That is excellent. I mean, obviously, this was a desire for you to break out on your own in 2010. You had done it for many years. You've probably seen things that you wanted to change a little bit about how things were done. Now that you broke out and you're able to extend that out where the customer is first, is it rewarding for you?
It's very much rewarding. It definitely gives, an income for the family and whatnot. It provides employment for friends and family. And, I mean, we love what we do, and that's just the thing. We have fun with what we do. We work hard, we play hard, and we're always giving back to our clients through referrals or promotions, which is why they're never really responsible for coming out of their pocket. Because of all the referrals and promotions we give away, everyone is able to kind of pay their deductible, on their own if through the promotions. But yeah, it's been it's had its roller coasters, ups and downs. But through every experience, we always take that, we learn, we grow, we implement new strategies, and we always adapt to the current market. There's a lot of things today that have changed since 2010, from door-to-door salespeople to, email marketing and Facebook and to all the social media. I think it's important that, most of our clients are calling us. We're not cold calling them. It's always a warm referral type business that we provide, which is what makes our job so easy.
Which is great to work with somebody local, because you're talking about companies out there, like you say, dropping in from out of state, coming in, grabbing their license, and that's about all they have from Colorado. And they're serving the folks here, and then they're out the door. You never see them again, so that's important. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, take a look at some of the other services they provide there as well. But obviously, roofing is their expertise. We're talking about a gentleman that broke out in 2010, but he had years of experience before that. If you're overwhelmed with the insurance process, they can definitely navigate and help you through that as well, or let you know if you should call the adjuster or not. But keep in mind, this is a company that has served folks here since 2010, Denver metro area, all the way from Fort Collins to Colorado Springs. That is Legacy Roofing and Construction. This is Gary Atensi with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know. Sweet.